Welcome back or to VP Media. Today we're gonna dive into the best value for money 400cc neo-classical or neo-retro motorcycles. Well, at least on paper 400cc's or below 500cc's. Now, you might even spot some bikes labeled as 500cc, but they don't quite live up to their names, meaning, for example, the Ninja 500, it's not really 500, it's just a 451. So we're gonna include that to the list. Alright? Move on. Now, we're diving into the world of neo-retro motorcycles, the perfect fusion of classic styling and modern performance. These bikes capture the soul of vintage machines while packing cutting-edge technology, offering the best of both worlds for riders who crave nostalgia without sacrificing reliability and rideability. From sleek cafe racers to rugged scramblers, neo-retro bikes are redefining motorcycling with timeless looks and contemporary engineering. Stick around as we explore the coolest models, their unique features, and why they're taking the motorcycle scene by storm. With the introduction out of the way, onto the list. First, we have the Honda CL500, priced at 409,000 Philippine pesos. The Honda CL500 is a modern scrambler-style motorcycle powered by a 471cc parallel twin engine, the same reliable unit found in the Rebel 500 and CB500X, producing 46.6 horsepower and 43.4 Nm of torque. It delivers smooth, predictable performance, making it suitable for both new and experienced riders. The 6-speed transmission ensures versatility across various riding conditions, while the fuel-injected, liquid-cooled engine offers a balance of efficiency and reliability. Whether for city commuting or highway cruising, the CL500 provides a redefined and user-friendly riding experience. Designed for comfort and versatility, the CL500 features a 31.1-inch seat height, making it accessible to a wide range of riders while maintaining a strong road presence. Its Scrambler-inspired design includes a high-mounted exhaust, wide handlebars, and long travel suspension, with 41mm telescopic forks providing 150mm of travel and twin rear shocks offering 145mm for a cushioned ride. The bike's lightweight 192kg chassis, 19-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels, and semi-knobby tires ensure agility on both paved and unpaved roads. With ABS-equipped disc brakes, LED lighting, and a minimalist LCD display, the CL500 balances modern practicality with rugged styling, making it a stylish and engaging everyday scrambler. Now, for the pros and cons of this motorcycle. Pros: number 1, comfortable and easy to ride in most conditions. Number 2, lightweight and agile, great for urban riding. Number 3 is fuel efficient, and number 4 is Honda's reliability and aftermarket support. Now, for the cons, we have number 1, throttle response is jerky at low speeds. Number 2 is seat is uncomfortable for long rides. Number 3, suspension is basic and lacks refinement, and lastly, lacks power and excitement compared to competitors. Now, here's what we think about this motorcycle. With all the pros and cons, let's address all of them first, okay? So comfortable and easy to ride, because this motorcycle is built from the Rebel. As you could see on the video, or as you could see, as we're gonna show here, somewhere here, it literally looks like a Rebel that just got like pushed up. That's, you know what I mean? Even the lines are the same, okay? So it is lightweight and agile. It is fuel efficient because that's how Honda works, all right? You have to think about this. This is a Honda. It's not going to be exciting, especially this 500 line. It's not going to be exciting. It's not going to be, you know, fun if you're coming from a later bike. If you're expecting what, 70 horsepower, it's not going to happen. This will be an appliance. This will be a very reliable ride. It will start whenever you want it to start, even after maybe 10 years. Now, it says here that the throttle response is jerky at low speeds. Now, that's something that the remap could do or could fix. So I don't see it as like, you know, a deal breaker. Okay. Now the seat is also, you know, I think it's easy to fix. You can have it customized somewhere to a place where you're like, you really trust them. Upholstery shops and whatnot. Go to your personal upholstery shop, have it fixed, done. Now, suspension is also something that you could fix. Okay. Now, the last one for the cons is lacks power and excitement. I can agree with this, but you're buying a neo-classic or a neo-retro motorcycle. It's not supposed to go as fast as a leader bike. It's supposed to be a standard motorcycle that has modern amenities such as ABS. Dude, it has ABS. Now, also for its price, it's actually real good. It's 409,000 Philippine pesos. It's a very good price. Now, you're gonna say, there's a lot of 500s out there that could, that's more exciting, blah, blah, blah. Then go ahead and get that one. Maybe, having a Neo Retro motorcycle that could go really fast at this level of, at this CC is unheard of, Or maybe there could be one, but, there are trade-offs. Hondas, yes, it might be, I think it's subjective. You could say that it lacks power and excitement, but at the very least, it will start whenever you want it to start. It's still, trade-offs probably. Alright? Up next, we have the Royal Enfields. We have two entries from RE here. Let's start with the Scram 411. Starts at 299,000 Philippine pesos. This motorcycle is a Scrambler style motorcycle derived from the Himalayan or Himalayan adventure bike. It features the same 411cc single-cylinder air and oil-cooled engine that produces 24.3 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 32 Nm of torque at 4,000 to 4,500 RPM. This engine is known for its smooth power delivery and tractable nature, making it ideal for city commuting and mild off-roading. The Scram 411 has a seat height of 795mm, making it approachable for most riders, while still offering ample ground clearance of 200mm. Designed with a 19-inch front wheel down from the Himalayan's 21-inch and slightly reduced front suspension travel, the Scram 411 is more agile and street-friendly. The bike retains an adventure-style wild handlebar for easy control and a simplified instrument cluster, borrowed from Royal Enfield's 350 lineup. Lacking a windscreen and tank guards, the Scram is a more stripped-down, urban-oriented version of the Himalayan while still retaining a decent level of off-road capability. Now, we have here the top 3 pros and cons of the Scram 411. Number 1, for pros, comfortable and ergonomics. The Scram 411 is plush and well-suited for long rides with its comfortable redesigned single-piece seats. Number 2 is versatility and stability. The Scram is agile yet stable thanks to the 19-inch front wheel that improves street handling while still allowing for mild off-road excursions. Next pro would be fuel efficiency and cost effectiveness. Fuel economy is around 30 km per liter, making it a highly efficient motorcycle for its category. Now, we also have top 3 cons if we have top 3 pros. Okay, let's start with the number 1 con, underpowered engine. While adequate for city riding, the 411cc engine lacks top-end power, making highway overtakes and highway speed cruising above 100 km an hour a challenge. Riders coming from more powerful engines may find it sluggish, especially on steep inclines or when carrying a passenger. Number 2 con, braking performance. The front brake lacks strong initial bite, especially when stopping from high speeds. The bike does not come with a switchable ABS, which limits off-road braking control. And lastly, number 3, heat and clutch in heavy traffic. The air and oil-cooled engine can get quite hot, particularly in dense city traffic, making it uncomfortable for prolonged commuting. The clutch feels heavy after extended use and stop-and-go conditions, which can be fatiguing. Alright, so what do we think about the Scram 411 as a whole, as a package? I think the Scram 411 is a good pick for its price. If you really do want to enjoy Royal Enfield's premiumness, when I say premiumness, it includes the parts, the paint, and the prestige that comes with it. Now, here's what I'm going to say. The Scram 411 is a great buy, but I wouldn't get it because we have the next motorcycle here in the market right now. It's new. I would rather get the next motorcycle than this one, but is it still a good buy? If you like the aesthetics, if you are okay with the power, then yes, it's alright. Okay? Now, all of these pros and cons are summarized from different reviews that we researched about, we watched, and also personal accounts from the people who we know that has driven and or owns one. My mechanic actually services one of these, and he's not quite fond of the brakes, which I've actually tried one Himalayan before. The power really is underwhelming. I was using daily, I was using NS200 at the time, like a Bajaj Kawasaki 200cc engine, KTM drive. And it's almost the same power. It's just that the Himalayan is heavier and it's legal on the highways. So, I don't know. I wouldn't get an Himalayan 411 and bring it to the highway. If I'm gonna get an Himalayan 411, I'm probably gonna use it for off-roading and, you know, just going about on rough roads. I'm not gonna use it on the highway because of its power. I think I need 30 plus horsepowers in the highway at the very least. That's just me, right? That's my opinion. You know, I could be wrong, you could be right. It's all right. You know, it's objective. But if you are okay with its power, 24 horsepower for 400cc, I mean, go ahead. I mean, it's you, and if you love the design and its prestige and its heritage, why not? It is made to literally climb the Himalayan mountains and mountain ranges and whatnot. So go ahead. It doesn't matter. Well, my opinion doesn't matter now. RE knows what they're doing. This motorcycle is heavily reliable. The one that my mechanic has been servicing has at least, 300,000 kilometers on it? Maybe more, because I think the dude who owns it did like an Ironman, like loop, whatever thing. I think it went around the Philippines 2 to 3 times already. So longevity wise, 411, the Himalayan 411 is literally perfect. It works. Okay, it will work whenever you want it to work, but it's just maybe the power for me, you know? Alright, on to the next one. Alright, up next we have the 2025 Royal Enfield Guerrilla 450. Priced at 314,000 Philippine pesos. This motorcycle is a roadster style motorcycle powered by a 452cc Sherpa engine producing 39.4 horsepower and 40 Newton meters of torque. This engine is paired with a 6-speed manual transmission offering a balance between urban commuting and spirited highway riding. The seat height is 780mm, making it accessible for a variety of riders, and its curb weight of 184 kilograms, which is lighter than most Royal Enfields, enhancing its agility. The bike is equipped with a 43mm telescopic fork, 140mm travel in the front, and a monoshock 150mm travel at the rear, both from Showa, ensuring a well-sorted suspension setup for city and highway conditions. Braking performance is handled by Bibre calipers, meaning by Brembo, with a 310mm front disc and a 270mm rear disc, supported by dual-channel ABS for added safety. The Guerilla 450 rolls on 17-inch wheels with a 120/70 front tire and 160/60 rear tire, which feature a semi-knobby tread pattern, making it suitable for both road and mild off-road use. With a fuel capacity of 11 liters and a fuel efficiency of approximately 20 kilometers per liter, the bike offers decent range for city commutes and weekend rides. Number 1 would be agile and fun to ride. Unlike traditional Royal Enfields, which prioritizes a relaxed ride, the Guerilla 450 feels livelier and more responsive, making it an excellent choice for both new and experienced riders. The lightweight, well-tuned suspension, and sharp handling make it engaging on both city streets and twisty roads. Number 2 Pro, modern features with classic aesthetics. The TFT display with smartphone connectivity, dual riding modes, eco and performance, and well-integrated retro styling give the bike a blend of classic charm and modern functionality. The round headlamp and sculpted fuel tank further enhance its timeless roadster appeal. Number 3 Pro is comfortable ergonomics. With its upright seating position, slightly rear-set foot pegs, and well-positioned handlebars, the Guerilla 450 provides a balanced mix of comfort and control, making it suitable for daily commutes and long rides alike. Now, with the good comes with the bad. We have the top 3 cons of this motorcycle. Odd tire choice for a roadster. The semi-knobby tires, while versatile, are not fully optimized for road-focused performance. Riders might prefer stickier road tires for better grip and confidence, especially when pushing the bike in corners or on wet roads. Number 2 con. unnecessary center stand. Roadsters typically do not require a center stand, yet the Guerilla 450 includes one, making it harder to get off the stand and adding unnecessary weight. Many riders may find it impractical and opt for its removal. Number 3 con, side mirror positioning issues. The stock mirrors are positioned at a height that aligns with car mirrors, making lane filtering more challenging in heavy traffic. Many riders might need to swap them out for more practical bar end mirrors. Now, overall, the Guerilla 450 stands out as a stylish and agile, approachable motorcycle that retains the brand's character while introducing a fresh, zippy riding experience. Now, what do we think about the Royal Enfield Guerilla 450? Now, I like this one, I really do. I approve of this one simply because of the engine output. Now, you might say, why do I approve of this one? Maybe because it's almost 40 horsepower. It's closer to the one that I'm using right now. I'm using a Dominar 400. So that would be my, threshold. That would be my comparison to each and every one of these guys. This has a good price tag with it. Now, let's go with the pros. Agile and fun to ride. Yes, it is. So it is a little bit more aggressive than the usual Royal Enfield. The positioning, the foot pegs are a little bit further to the back, which is alright. I'm used to that. Modern features with classic aesthetics. That's what we want, man. That's what we want on Neo Retros. And comfortable ergonomic. The seat is really good, as the videos that we watched, reviews, and commented. Now, let's go with the cons here. Now, I believe these are subjective. All of this are subjective, okay? So, number 1 is odd tire choice for a roadster. I don't think it's an odd choice for a roadster. I don't know. Because if you live in the Philippines, man, the roads here are not nice, okay? So, it might be nice for maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and then boom. Bada bing, bada boom. You would see like a pothole, like a manhole that's slightly open, an indented pothole. We have a very imperfect road, and I really would love to have semi-knobby tires. I think Royal Enfield is right by putting semi-knobby tires for this one, because it would mean that they acknowledge the road conditions of the country that where they're selling it. Now, this motorcycle is made and designed to be used in India probably, and the roads there and here, I don't know, maybe like almost the same. I've seen some videos and I could agree. I don't find the odd tire choice a bad thing. I don't find it wrong. I think it's all right. But if you're gonna push it like, on the twisties and whatnot, yeah, maybe you could opt for changing it to, stickier tires. But if you're just gonna use it for highway riding and maybe just, cruising, it's enough. Believe me, it's enough. Now, number 2 is controversial. Unnecessary center stand. I wish I have a center stand. Now, it comes with a center stand. I believe in the philosophy of it's easier to remove than to add when it comes to certain motorcycles. It's easier to just remove the center stand. That's it. I believe that it would be harder to put a center stand to a place where it shouldn't have one. You're gonna compromise the integrity of the frame. You're gonna compromise the integrity. You have to weld it in instead of just like removing some bolts and that's it. The center stand is a good addition or subtraction if you want. I think it's okay that it's there. Now, side mirror positioning, I don't mind this. I think number 3 is just purely nitpicking, but you could go ahead and change it. I mean, a lot of people already changed their side mirrors anyways, So, yeah. But I would choose the Guerilla 450 over the 411 simply because this has a better engine. This has a newer engine. Now, we have the Himalayan 450. I didn't include it in the list because that's marketed as an adventure motorcycle. But if you can afford a 450 over the 411, I mean, go ahead. But there is something that I would like to, I've heard from people that the 450, the engine doesn't have a problem, but the chassis has a problem. So let's do research before buying or pulling the trigger on the Himalayan 450. I am not yet sure if that issue has been resolved, but yeah, on to the next one. Alright, so if you're liking the video so far, please do like, share, and subscribe because we want to reach the goal of 1,000 subscribers as soon as we could so that we could fulfill our dreams of buying a motorcycle, reviewing it, and giving it away to you guys. Okay, you heard it right. We're gonna buy a motorcycle, we're gonna review it, we're gonna make content out of it, and then we're gonna give it away to you lucky viewers. We're not gonna be able to get there if you're not gonna subscribe. So please, like, share, and subscribe. Share it to your friends. Share it to your family who loves motorcycles. Don't share it to someone who doesn't like motorcycles, alright? Share it to someone who has the same passion as us for motorcycles. Okay? So, again, please like, share, and subscribe. on to the next motorcycle. Now, up next we have the Bristol 400s. Now, we have two motorcycles on this list, the Bristol BR400i and the Classic 400i. Now, we have covered the details of these motorcycles on another video, so we're just gonna link you guys up. It's gonna appear somewhere on the screen. We're gonna link you there. Just watch it from that video and then come back here. But Bristol 400s are cheap. We're gonna give you the price right now, so at the very least, y'all don't need to go if you're just basing it on the price. So both of them, the BR400i and the BR400 Classic, is priced at 238,000 Philippine pesos. Again, if you need more details about them, we're gonna link you up somewhere in the video, and we're gonna move on to the next one. All right, up next we have the Triumphs. We have the Triumph 400. So the first one would be the Speed 400. The Triumph Speed 400 is a stylish and beginner-friendly motorcycle that embodies the brand's signature premium feel while remaining budget-friendly. In the Philippines, the Speed 400 is priced at 299,000 Philippine pesos. Powered by a 398.15cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine, the Speed 400 delivers approximately 39.5 brake horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 37.5 Nm of torque at 6,000 RPM. The bike features a 6-speed gearbox with a torque assist clutch, ensuring smooth power delivery and ease of use for new riders. With a seat height of 790 mm, it remains accessible for a wide range of riders while maintaining comfortable ergonomics. The Speed 400 is equipped with a 43mm upside-down forks and a preload adjustable rear mono shock, offering a balanced and engaging ride. The braking system features a 300mm front disc with a 4-piston radial caliper and a 230mm rear disc with a floating caliper, both equipped with ABS for enhanced safety. The bike's wet weight is 170 kilograms, making it light and maneuverable. Overall, the Triumph has created a well-balanced motorcycle that delivers performance and style at an attractive price point. Now, top 3 pros for the Triumph Speed 400. Number 1 would be premium looks and build quality at an affordable price. Despite its 299,000 Philippine pesos price tag, the Speed 400 exudes classic Triumph aesthetics, featuring high-quality paint finishes, a well-sculpted fuel tank, and premium touches like gold anodized front forks. It offers a premium feel without a hefty price. Now, number 2 pro is strong performance for a 400cc single. The 39.5 horsepower engine provides ample power for city riding and light highway use. It revs up to 8,000 RPM, offering an engaging experience while remaining approachable for new riders. The torque assist clutch and 6-speed gearbox ensure smooth acceleration and easy maneuverability. Top 3 pro: comfortable and rider-friendly ergonomics. With a neutral seating position and a well-padded seat, the Speed 400 remains comfortable for both short commutes and longer rides. The lightweight frame, which is 170 kilograms wet and 790mm seat height, make it easy to handle, especially for new riders of those smaller stature. Now, with the good also comes with the bad, like the others. Top 3 cons for the Triumph Speed 400. Number 1 would be vibration and limited highway comfort. Due to its single-cylinder design, the Speed 400 may experience noticeable vibrations at higher speeds, which could affect comfort during extended highway use. Number 2 would be brake feel. While the braking system provides adequate stopping power, some riders might find the front brake lever lacks initial bite and feels a little bit spongy, which could be a downside for those expecting a sharper braking feedback. Number 3 con would be the compact size may not suit taller riders. The Speed 400's dimensions might feel compact for taller riders, potentially leading to a cramped experience on longer rides. Overall, the Triumph Speed 400 is a fantastic entry-level motorcycle that blends style, portability, and performance, though it does have minor trade-offs in comfort and high-speed usability. Now, what do we think about the Speed 400? I believe this is an amazing entry to the 400 segment that we already have here in the Philippines. We have a lot of 400s right now, and the 400 Speed, oh God, I wish I could test drive one, but according to the reviews that we watched and we researched, that this has an amazing feel to it, okay? I have never ridden a Triumph, and I would love to one day test drive one to really give my opinion about it. Okay, but according to the pros and cons here, it does, from the pictures and from videos, it does look like it is a premium brand. Okay, because a lot of 400s, sometimes the manufacturers, when they make their 400s, they think that it's on the cheap side. But Triumph didn't, cheap out on anything about this motorcycle. It does look great. All right, so strong performance. I'm happy to announce that this has enough power to go about the highway. You could overtake, but you don't stay on the overtaking lane. That's it. But you could overtake. This is good enough for maybe the whole stretch of NLEX or SLEX. It's a great one. But don't forget to rest though. Now, when it comes to the cons, we have vibration. Well, of course, what do you expect from a single-cylinder engine that revs high, right? Sometimes you have to use your common sense. But then again, it has a very high vibration rate when it's on high RPMs. It's just simple science, simple physics, I guess. I don't know. Number 2 is brake feel. I doubt that it's as bad as the Himalayan 400 or 411. So, according to the videos that we watched, it's a bit spongy, but I think they're comparing it to other Triumph models. So yeah, but I believe this is better than the Himalayan. As for me, amongst this list, I have ridden some of them. I haven't ridden a Triumph, but they did some comparisons, but I don't think this is worse than the 411 Himalayan. Now, compact size may not suit taller riders. Now, I agree with this. Taller riders or fatter riders like me may not suit this motorcycle because it does look like, it's retro. There's not much fairings on it. Not flarings, okay? It's fairings, people. Fairings, hindi flarings. Fairings lang, fairings. Okay, so there's not much fairings on it. So it's just gonna be the tank, the chassis, the handlebars, the light, and the seat. That's it. Wala nang windshield and whatnot. But it does look great. It is neo-retro to its core, through and through. Alright? So would I get this one? If I had the money, then yeah. But am I gonna get this one over the Guerilla 450? I don't know. It's just like, I'm gonna go for the Guerilla because it has the semi-knobby tires by default. I like semi-knobby tires because I don't like the roads here in the Philippines. I don't trust, because it changes from city to city and sometimes from city to provinces. It really does change a lot, and sometimes we go off-road when we're like, I don't know, going to a place that's quite remote. I would like to have it when I need it and not have it when I need it, if you know what I mean. Okay, up next we have the Triumph Scrambler 400X, priced at 339,000 Philippine pesos. The Triumph Scrambler 400X is a rugged and stylish entry into the world of small capacity scramblers, designed to offer a blend of classic aesthetics and modern performance. It is powered by a 398cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder DOHC engine delivering 40 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and 38 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. This makes it a lively performer for both urban commuting and light off-road adventures. The bike features a 13-liter fuel tank, giving it a respectable fuel efficiency of around 30 km per liter depending on the riding style. Its wet weight is 179 kilograms, which is manageable. The seat height stands at 835mm, making it taller than some of its competitors and potentially challenging for shorter riders. Built for versatility, the Scrambler 400X comes equipped with a 43mm upside-down fork offering 150mm of travel at the front and gas monoshock with preload adjustability at the rear. It rides on a 19-inch front wheel and a 17-inch rear wheel, fitted with dual sport tires for better off-road capability. The braking system consists of a 320mm front disc with a 4-piston radial caliper and ABS, ensuring reliable stopping power. The bike's ergonomics feature a wide handlebar and high ground clearance, offering a comfortable upright riding position suited for a mix of road and trail use. Now, top 3 pros. Number 1, big bike feel in a small package. Despite being a 400cc motorcycle, the Scrambler 400X has a commanding road presence. Often mistaken for a larger middleweight bike, its proportions, build quality, and suspension setup contribute to a ride experience that feels more substantial than its displacement suggests. Number 2, versatile performance. With its long travel suspension, larger front wheel, and dual sport tires, the Scrambler 400X is built for more mixed terrain riding. While it's not a hardcore off-roader, it handles gravel roads and light trails with ease, offering a more adventurous alternative to purely street-focused 400cc bikes. Number 3 Pro. Triumph styling and heritage at an affordable price. The Scrambler 400X carries the iconic Triumph design, complete with a classic round headlight, retro-styled tank, and rugged accents. Compared to the other bikes in its segment, it offers premium looks and branding at a competitive price point. Now moving on to the top 3 cons, okay? So let's start with number 1, lack of spoke wheels. While the bike does well on rough terrain, the lack of spoke wheels is a letdown for those seeking a true Scrambler aesthetic and improved off-road durability. Cast wheels, though practical, limit its authenticity as an off-road ready machine. Number 2 is tall seat height for some riders. At 835mm, the seat height is on the higher side for a 400cc motorcycle, making it less accessible for shorter riders. While manageable for experienced riders, beginners or those with shorter inseams may struggle to flatfoot the bike at stops. Number 3, con: vibrations at high speeds. Like many single-cylinder motorcycles, the Scrambler 400X exhibits noticeable vibrations at higher speeds, particularly through the mirrors and handlebars. While not a deal breaker, it can impact long-distance comfort compared to multi-cylinder competitors. Overall, the Triumph Scrambler 400X offers a solid mix of performance, style, and capability for riders looking for an affordable entry into the Scrambler category. It's a great all-rounder, excelling in urban and light off-roading while maintaining Triumph's signature aesthetics. Now, what do we think about this motorcycle? The Scrambler 400X is true to its core, except for one part, except for the non-spoke wheels. Now, I don't know why or what's the reason to why Triumph didn't give the Scrambler 400 spoke wheels. I don't know why. I really don't know. Are spoke wheels more expensive than cast wheels? I'm not sure. You guys could comment down below which is more expensive, cast wheels or spoke wheels. Now, I'm not really sure about pricing and everything, but you could go ahead and educate me in the comments. Now let's go with the pros first. Big bike feel in a small package. I think this is correct because it does feel big. I've seen it personally. Does feel big. Does look big, but it's a 400cc. For us, 400cc is already big. But for the Westerners like Europeans and people in the US, 400cc is small. Now, versatile performance, it is like, jack of all trades. It can do everything but not really well. But it's oftentimes better than just a master of one. Because sometimes, again, if you're in the Philippines and if you're adventuring, you would really need a jack of all trade motorcycle to just go around. Next is the Triumph styling and heritage at an affordable price. This is correct. I agree with this. Having a good-looking motorcycle, having a Triumph for its price is great. Now let's talk about the cons. Lack of spoke wheels. We already talked about that. I don't know why they did this, but comment down below which is more expensive, cast or spoke. Next, tall seat height. Yes, I mean it's like for adventuring, so it really is supposed to be, higher or taller. Next, the vibrations. Again, much like what I said in the Speed 400, what do we expect of like single cylinders that is high performing or high revving, right? Simple physics. Come on, man. Trade-offs. Can't have it all. Alright, that's it for the Triumphs, and we're gonna move on to the next one. Alright. Up next, we have the Rusi Cyclone 400, priced at 270,000 Philippine pesos. This motorcycle is a cafe racer style motorcycle that combines classic aesthetics with modern performance. It is powered by a 378cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine that produces 36.2 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and 33 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM. The engine is mated to a 6-speed manual transmission, providing smooth and responsive gear shift. With a top speed of approximately 138 km an hour, the Cyclone 400 offers a spirited riding experience suitable for both city rides without frequent refueling stops. Designed with rider comfort in mind, the Cyclone 400 has a seat height of 770mm, making it accessible to a wide range of riders. The motorcycle's curb weight is 184 kilograms, contributing to its stable handling characteristics. It comes equipped with inverted telescopic forks at front and dual spring suspension at the rear, ensuring a smooth ride over various road conditions. Safety features include dual disc brakes with dual channel ABS, providing confident stopping power. The combination of wire spoke wheels and classic design elements gives the Cyclone 400 a distinctive retro appeal. Now, pros and cons. Top 3 pros. Affordable pricing. With a price tag of 270,000 Philippine pesos, the Rusi Cyclone 400 offers a cost-effective entry into the mid-displacement, well at least in the Philippines, motorcycle segment, making it an attractive option for budget-conscious riders. Number 2. Fuel efficiency. The bike boasts a fuel consumption rate of approximately 29.5 kilometers per liter, allowing riders to cover longer distances with fewer fuel stops, enhancing its practicality for daily commuting and long rides. Number 3 is modern features. Equipped with dual-channel ABS, LED lighting, and a digi-analog display, the Cyclone 400 integrates contemporary features that enhance safety and convenience. With the cons, top 3 cons, we have number 1, limited brand presence. Rusi's brand recognition and dealership networks are not as extensive as some established competitors, which may affect service availability and resale value. Number 2 is moderate performance. While adequate for most riding scenarios, the 36.2 horsepower output may not satisfy riders seeking higher performance levels in the 400cc category. Number 3 is the weight considerations. The current weight of 184 kilograms might be slightly heavy for some riders, potentially impacting maneuverability, especially at lower speeds. Now, overall, the Rusi Cyclone 400 is originally manufactured by Zhongzhen, a Chinese motorcycle company, and is rebranded by Rusi for the Philippine market. Now, what do we think about this motorcycle? With those pros and cons, I would like to just simply summarize it, okay? I would like to say that with the cons, the limited brand presence, there's a lot of Rusi dealerships around the Philippines, right? So, again, these are just a summary of the pros and cons of the videos that we watched, alright? So, it's more of limited brand trust than presence, because there's a lot of dealerships, there's a lot of Rusi dealerships, not much of for the trust. Now, the number 1 pro is affordable pricing. Now here's the thing, it is affordable compared to the other brands, but then again though, CF Moto is releasing 450 motorcycles for maybe 5,000 pesos less more. But here's the thing, it's affordable not because of the final price, it's affordable because it's easier to apply for a loan for a Cyclone 400 than other big bikes. It's easier. So maybe that's one. Now, moderate performance, I think it's alright. Objectively speaking, I think it's alright. I mean, it's a 400. It's better than the Himalayan output. It's better than the Imperiale 400. It's better than the Motorstar 400 Cafe. You know what I'm saying? I didn't include the Cafe here because I put the Cafe 400 on the cruiser category, which will be another video. Now, weight considerations, I don't know about this one. This one is lighter than the Dominar, so I believe it's like nitpicking these 3 cons, but the very reason why we don't see much of these on the street is this. It's just the price. I know I just said that. It's easier to get it. It's easier to apply for it for a loan or whatever, but here's the thing, for 270,000 Philippine pesos, people are switching over to CF or to the Dominar or Bristol's or whatever over Rusi, because you know what, Rusi is a good motorcycle brand, but here's the thing, okay, when it comes to big bikes, they're still yet to really, make an impact. And also, Rusi is quite reputable, and their lower cc motorcycles are okay. They're getting better. They're getting double overhead cams, liquid cooled and whatnot. But this one's alright. It's very average. But I want you guys to know this. A lot of people really expected that this motorcycle, when it was announced, it's going to be competing against the Dominar 400, which is around 200 to 210,000 Philippine pesos. This one, when it came out, officially launched, it was like 270,000 pesos. And like, people were surprised. Like, what the hell? I thought Rusi was affordable, right? Now, I don't know why Rusi made the decision or why Rusi stuck with that price, but it is what it is. I haven't driven one yet. I've seen some on the road. They do look good. I have to say, they do look good. But then again, I mean, on the showroom floor, they're also alright. They're big. They really are big for our sizes, but for 270,000 Philippine pesos, we could do better. That's what people think. So that's what makes this motorcycle like the least amongst the list. It is what it is. Alright, on to the next one. For the honorable mention, we have the Husqvarna or Once. Now, there's new ones coming out, the Vitpillen and the Spartpillen. I think the Vitpillen has been announced, but I am not completely sure of the specs and details yet, so that's why I didn't really include it in the list of the video. We're not gonna talk about specs and details of it, but I'm gonna link you guys a description of a video that I found talking about the newer version of it. Newer meaning it has the better engine, it has the newer engine. So we're gonna talk about the engine of the new Husqvarna 401s, the new KTM 390s, and maybe possibly the new Dominar engine. I'm not sure about that last one, don't quote me on that, but I'm sure that the new 390 Duke and then the one that just got released, the Vitpillen 401, now has the LC4C engine. It's the KTM 390 LC4C. It means liquid cooled, 4-stroke, and compact. It was introduced in the 390 lineup last year, and it is a redesigned single-cylinder engine that has an increased displacement of 398.7, so from 373.3 to 398.7, so it's a little more closer to our express legality minimum. All right, so it delivers a maximum power output of 42 to 44 horsepower, depends on the motorcycle and how it's tuned. Now, is it worth it? This is Euro 5 plus emission standard, so this is good. It's gonna be good. And KTM, I don't know if you guys knew, KTM was on the brink of bankruptcy, I think, for the latter part of last year because they have unsold bikes and whatnot. KTM is one of those brands that has acquired a lot of brands. I think they bought, of course, the Husqvarna. They also bought, there's another blue brand that they bought. I'm not sure, but the editor, our editor Julius, can just put the logo or the brand over here of the other brand that KTM bought last year or in their last few years other than Husqvarna. So they've been acquiring and whatnot, but the problem here is this. The reason to why they almost went bankrupt is the crankshaft of the 890s or the 800s are failing because the demand was too high. They went and used cheap metals to just fill in the demand. So they didn't order everything from the original supplier. They got like subpar quality equipment or materials from another supplier that, you know, that became the problem. So the 890s were like breaking down, and then on how they implement their warranties and whatnot really became the problem. All right, so yeah, so Svartpillen, Vitpillen, if you could buy an old one, old version, go ahead, but still watch out for the new one. Okay, so that's it. That is the list. We ended at the Husqvarnas as honorable mention, but the last motorcycle on the list was Rusi Cyclone. Amongst these motorcycles, I believe I'm just gonna get the Royal Enfield 450 Guerrilla. It's the best one for me. It's the newer engine. They call it the Sherpa. It's nice. It looks great. I really want to experience a Royal Enfield. I really want to experience owning one and driving one for an extended period of time. All right, so that will be it. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know, please do so, because again, we want to reach a goal. We want to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as we could, so that we could give away motorcycles to you guys. All right, so watch out for that. Also, when we reach 500, we're gonna make exclusive content for members, so watch out for that too. Yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. We're gonna see you guys on the next one. Ciao.